Doobies, 98.7 WFGR, 837, Andy O and Dave Cackley. Sunshine will abound at Art Prize today. 72 degrees the expected high, 76 tomorrow. You got any traffic to pass along real quick?
Yeah, cleaning up a couple of accidents. Two-car crash, Fulton at Altadale, 131 northbound, just north of Burton. Had the left lane blocked due to a minor two-car accident there. Also 18-mile at Keller. Crash there should just about be out of your way. Still seeing construction slowdowns east and westbound I-96 112th Avenue. Still down to one lane in both directions. That's traffic on 98.7 WFGR.
With our first full year in Grand Rapids during Art Prize here.
Yes.
Coming up on our one-year anniversary.
That's right.
Very exciting. Bring presents.
Bring a cake at least.
We had to employ some firepower
Right.
to talk to us about Art Prize and tell us what to look out for. So we grabbed the number one artist we could think of, and all-around awesome guy, Mr. Randy Finch, is back. I mean,
That's
this is like a week ago you were here.
I know, right? You sick of me yet? Or
No,
what?
no, you know your stuff, man.
Yeah.
We
I just
need
want to
you-
make sure you guys know that I heard on the way here there was a two-car accident in Nashville, Tennessee. So if you happen to be driving that direction, forget about the Tigers. Just careful.
Thank you.
Just a little PSA.
Just here to tell you.
Appreciate that.
So you have got the Ice Brigade show, which you've done. Was that on Food Network?
Food Network.
Yep,
Right.
you were on that,
Yep,
and you're
yep.
all over town. You just had that big benefit last weekend.
Yeah, last Sunday. Yeah,
How'd
it was
that go?
great. Awesome.
Yeah?
Awesome. Yeah, it was packed. We doubled the numbers that we had pre-sold.
Did you really?
And, lots of bacon. I
Wow.
mean, we burned through a lot of food, but it was great. Everybody had a great time, raised a lot of good money, and
That scholarship
fun.
fund's on its
yeah,
way.
It's
Nice.
moving now.
That's
so.
what I love. I love people
Very
that
cool.
get together for a cause and put on a nice event like that, and everybody makes a few bucks, and people have a good time, and
It's a win-win.
it's a win-win.
There you go.
Absolutely. But Randy is back because, let's face it, you and I with art,
Yeah,
stick
we
figures.
know nothing.
Yeah, we know nothing. Randy, on the other hand, is pretty smart when it comes to all this stuff. We want to get your picks so far of what you like at Art Prize and what people should go see.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you, nothing is really that surprising me this year. I know that they didn't announce the top 25 until
Yesterday it was.
Yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't think it really influenced. It's the same kind of things that I thought would be up there or were up there even without the influence of what was going on.
Okay.
There's a griffin in the Grand Plaza done by Robin Protz. It's like these hanging pieces of what were they? Wood.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess, for lack of, what is that word? Wood.
Wood. Yeah,
Blocks?
it's very difficult.
That's it.
Okay.
Bamboo, actually. So, anyways, and it creates this kind of illusion that you're looking through this sculpture. It's amazing. This is the third year she's been here. 2 years ago, she was north of town. Nobody knew where she was. Last year, she was disqualified because there was some issues of whether or not she had made it before. And then
Okay.
this year, she's back with a vengeance, and it's up there. And she was close to top 10 last year.
Really?
And, she got disqualified right before they announced the top 10. So I believe she would have made it in the top 10 last year.
All right.
So she's up there. We've got there's a piece right next door over at the Bob called The Illumination of Adam, which is great because you look at it and then you take a picture of it and it's different. It looks different once you take it with a flash.
Really?
So it's kind of one of those things where, by shining a light on a subject, you actually see deeper into it.
Different
And
perspective, yeah.
Exactly. It's a great piece. Dog Show, which is the condominiums north of town, 25-foot long painting of all these little dogs, life-size dogs. It's really cute, especially if you're an animal lover. It's really great. Fun piece. Then we've got obviously the gun eraser piece.
You've
which,
got something
That was
going
really
on with that,
interesting.
don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I met the guy and I don't really have a lot of opinion either way, but I was really fascinated with a piece that he creates his drawing, and the idea is that it's erased. So he's letting people destroy basically the art that he brought for Art Prize, and that it's more of an interactive performance piece. And so they erased it in one day, erased the whole thing. And it's about erasing gun violence, not about gun control, not about erasing guns itself.
Right.
We talked about that a little earlier. It's like the difference between, I'm not against cars, I'm just against drunk driving.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So somebody said, well, why don't you just draw a picture of an idiot and then erase that? Because it's the idiots behind,
Right.
if you're conscious about it, you do a good job with it, fine. But
You ever pose for pictures, Dave?
Have I posed for? No, I haven't.
Would you like to?
yeah.
They could erase it, and they
know.
could start with that bald spot on top of your head.
Okay.
So this Saturday, actually, we're going to do an ice sculpture of a gun and
Oh.
let that melt down
Fun.
out in front of the church. So, it's kind of fun to be part of it, even though we're not entered in it to be part of one of the activities
Right.
during Art Prize.
Cool.
But yeah, I guess they had some graffiti out there.
I saw that
yeah,
on
I
the
saw
news.
that too. Yeah,
Yeah, somebody put Greek letters up there
Uh-huh.
or something.
I couldn't figure out what that was.
Yeah, me
It's
neither.
all Greek to me.
Yeah.
So,
Boom.
but
What else
yeah,
caught your eye?
Lots of great stuff out there. And you'll see that the lineup between what the artist picks, the juried awards,
Yep.
and the public, total disconnect
Total
once
disconnect.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year there was a couple pieces that were on both. The birds that were over at I call it Abracadabra Park, Abanaba.
Yeah.
Nabawen.
That's
Exactly.
the one.
So that was in both.
Okay.
Last year, but this year again, total disconnect on what the public thinks is art.
Now, what do you? Now, you're like part of the art community. You understand. I don't want to say those people, but those people, because you and I are novices when it comes to this. What do they think about the public's perspective? Do they kind of is there kind of somewhat of a dismissive attitude from some elements within the art community?
Oh, definitely. No,
Yeah.
the first year they were total snobs.
Right. Yes.
They've softened a bit. This year
Okay.
they were not as bad. There was a couple of the guys that I was kind of disappointed. I mean, they were kind of mocking some of the artwork out there, and I don't believe that's the case. There's something for everybody.
You can't
Right.
mock it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what it means to you is one thing, and what it means to somebody else could be completely different. If you don't care for it, that's fine. But you can't.
Yeah.
What are you doing mocking it?
Yeah.
Especially, this is what's bringing kids out.
Yeah.
How many kids
Exactly.
want to go to a museum and see stuffy old art? You know?
Right.
But now they are, because it's intermingled with
Yep.
with what I like to call anchor art. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right.
Like the giant dragon that blows flames. That's going to draw it.
Yep.
That's drawing people in, and then they're going to see some other classical stuff while they're here.
Yeah.
So I think that. They love the fact that there's all sorts of people out here enjoying this stuff.
Yep.
And they, their big thing is they want to see something that makes you think, that makes you,
Right.
ponder what the reason was, which is fine. But I like to look at something and say, man, that's cool. I'd love to
Yeah.
see that in my, in my basement.
Yeah. Talk about your gun now. What time are you going to be doing this, and
Tentatively
where and all
right
that?
now around noon.
Okay.
Fountain Street Church.
Fountain Street Church.
Yep. And they've got some cool stuff down in the church there. It's a pretty positive venue this year. A lot of the venues, the smaller venues, have a lot of art now.
Okay.
West Coast Coffee, like 40 different displays in that coffee shop.
No kidding.
So, where the Bob used to be the one that you'd go to because it had 100 and 200 pieces.
Yeah.
Now a lot of these venues have the condominiums north of town there. They have like 40 some pieces. So a lot of these venues you can go in and see a lot all in one spot.
And if you go to some of these things, maybe a little off the more beaten path, you're not in
Yeah.
the middle of the crowd, and you're not,
Right.
you know what I mean? I mean,
you
you
can
come
talk
down
to
and
the
see
artists.
the big stuff, but if you like a little more intimate setting,
Yeah.
just a little bit out of town.
Yeah,
Perfect.
for sure.
Good
All right,
deal.
let's do it again next week.
Yeah.
You're going to be out there. You're going to be doing our prize. You're
Yep.
going to see other stuff. Why don't you come in and give us another
That'd
expert
be
opinion?
Awesome.
All right, the great
Excellent.
Randy Finch. You got anything you want to plug?
Yeah.
No.
You sure?
Really?
Free plug.
Free? Yeah. This is your opportunity. Come in. You got.
All right, well, we're
None
doing a lot of ice sculptures right now, getting ready for the Tigers to go to the World Series.
Nice.
because
Sweet.
they're going to win this year.
Yeah.
And so we're doing a lot of ice sculptures for the Tigers starting next week.
Really?
Well, yeah, once they get in the series, we do all their ice for the backstage parties and stuff.
Nice.
So, if you're having parties at your house, shot luges, they're like $85. You can pick them up at our
Nice.
studio.
Fun.
Say shooter on the side. They're awesome. Fun party.
There you go. Randy
Very cool.
Finch, thanks so much for coming in. We'll
right.
see you again next Wednesday, and we'll do another update from our prize with the great Randy Finch.